Morning. How are you? How is everyone out there? I had a little technical difficulties, so my live didn't go live, and so I'm redoing it. So hopefully you guys can see it. Today I am going to be sharing my 3 secret tips on keeping your jewelry sparkly. So let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm sitting here in my studio, which is in Seattle. It's a little cold and rainy today. Wish it was nice and sunny, but it's not. Anyways, one of the most common things I get asked is, "Hi, Melissa." One of the most common things I get asked is, how to keep your jewelry clean when you're at home. And I know it can be a little tricky, but I have 3 great tips for you. Oh, you're wearing your sapphire studs? Yay, Melissa. I have 3 easy things you can do at home to keep your jewelry sparkly and looking like how it was when you got it. Sorry, I'm a little distracted today. First off, I'm going to show you how you can take your bronze pieces and make them sparkly again. And it's super easy. I have these, I use my sunshine cloth, and it's really easy. All you do, I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see. All right. Can you see? Huh? Oh, okay. I hope you guys can see. So I'm trying to move it. Okay. So what you're going to do is just take your polishing cloth and just rub it like this. And it really brings back the luster. Your polishing cloth will have a black film on it. You're going to use this until it gets completely black. And once it's completely black, you're just going to throw it away. But it's really easy to do. You just rub it like this, and it brings back that luster. Really nice luster. And then once you're done with that, after you clean it all, you're just going to rinse it off in water, warm soapy water, and then dry it. And it will be as good as new. So look how pretty that looks. Nice and shiny. So we don't have water here. Now the other thing is, we have a lot of pieces that are, oh thank you, that are matte. And this ring is shiny now, but I love to have a matte finish. And so an easy way to continue with your matte finish is to take our green pad here, and you can just rub it like this, and it will bring back that matte finish. And if you don't like the matte finish after you do it, you can just take your polishing cloth, go back on and rub it, and it'll be shiny again. So it's not permanent. So don't get nervous if you do it and then you don't like the finish. You can change it back to a shiny finish. So really easy like that. I love matte finishes. It just gives it a nice texture and interest to the piece. All right, so now I'm going to show you how you can take your piece like this and re-oxidize it. This is my favorite ring, and I wear it a lot, and you can tell that the oxidation has worn off, and you can tell that I wear it a lot because it's all bent. But what I'm going to do is re-oxidize this so it gets completely black. And the most important thing when you're doing this with your jewelry at home is that you use like a Dawn soap, and you wash it to clean off all the oils and residue that's on your piece before you oxidize it. So I'm just going to show you how you do that really quick. I don't have a sink here, but you'll run this under warm soapy water. You're going to wash it off and just make sure it's nice and clean. And I'm going to dip it in water to clean it off. And the reason why you have to do this and why it's so important is, if there's residue on your metal and you try oxidizing it, it will not take as well. It won't be as black. It won't get as black as you want it to. So, you guys all know I love oxidized jewelry. It really is so beautiful. Unfortunately, it is not permanent, and that's one of the downfalls of it, is that it's something you have to maintain. You have to go back in and redo it every once in a while. I also just love how this wears, and so it doesn't bother me that I have silver on it. I actually think it looks really cool, but I wanted to show you how to oxidize something again. So I use this solution. It comes in a little bottle. I just drop a couple of drops in here. It's already constituted. It's a liver of sulfur. It does not smell. The one that I use, it doesn't have an odor, and you don't have to mix it with water. You just put it in a container and you use your brush, and then we're just going to brush it on. And it just changes right in front of your eyes. It's like magic. It's really fun. I don't know. I find this so gratifying. So you're just going to paint it on like this. And you can reapply it. I'd let it sit for a little bit, maybe like 30 seconds. So the oxygen helps change it. And then when you're done with that, you're just going to rinse it off in water. But I do want to show you one thing. If there's any part of it you do not want to be oxidized, I would take a Sharpie and you're just going to paint it on like this. And that protects the metal from getting oxidized. And then you're just going to continue painting on. Like this. I hope you guys can see. And see how quickly that turns? And it's really beautiful. I just love that. So, I know you're probably wondering, well, what do I do? What happens with the oxidation and the black Sharpie on the metal? It's really easy. You can use, I use just plain old rubbing alcohol. You can put it on a piece of cloth or a Q-tip, and then you're just going to paint it on where you drew the Sharpie. And voila, it takes it right off. And see, my gold prongs aren't oxidized. The Sharpie, for some reason, just protects, see, it takes it all off. Just protects the metal. So, it's all done. I like how that looks. And if there's any, after you do it, if there's any spots you don't like, you can just repaint it on and the patina back on, and then rinse it again. And then I like to take my polishing cloth and just lightly go on here to kind of shine it up. But you don't have to. And there you go. Now my ring is all oxidized. It's all done. So, anyways, what do you guys think of that? I think it's super fun to do. I find oxidizing so gratifying. And I wanted to share with you guys, because of all these questions I get about how to keep your jewelry clean, I now have a new kit that you can buy from us. And this is what it looks like. It'll come in a plastic bag. Where can you buy the silver? Silver for, I'm not sure what your question is. So about the silver. So can you let me know a little bit more? Anyways, our kit comes with a couple of these green pads to keep your matte finish. It will also have a paintbrush and then 10 mLs of the oxidation solution and a polishing cloth. just so you know, when you use the oxidation, only put a little bit in a container, a few drops at a time. And when you're done with it, you know, like I'm done with this, I would just rinse it out with soapy water and in the sink. But don't ever take what you've used of the liver sulfur and put it back in your original container, because this one will contaminate this and then you can't use it. It won't be as effective. So just pour out a little at a time, and if it's not if you don't use it all, then you need to discard it. But I would use it judiciously because it is expensive. And this will probably last you a while. You could probably do maybe 6 rings or a couple necklaces with this, because you don't need a lot on it. So anyways, this so those are my 3 tips on keeping your jewelry nice and shiny. And since we are live, I am going to give away 1 kit to somebody who stayed on for our live broadcast. And I'm going to have my assistant pick a person. And yes, Vanna Quafort, I don't know how to pronounce that, but we are picking you as the winner. So if you will just DM me, send me a message, your address, and I will put one in the mail for you. I think that's the hardest thing about Instagram. You guys all have different names on your accounts, and I don't know who everybody is. So we will send you a kit, and you can let us know what you think about it once you get it. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining, you guys. I hope that was helpful. Now you're gonna go buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, I think you should. I hope you guys learned something today. I will be going live every Thursday, doing either a jewelry stack of putting things together, or teaching you different techniques. So if there's anything you want to learn, please put in the comments, let me know, and I will try to include it in future broadcasts. So anyways, hope you guys all have a fabulous weekend. Thank you again so much for joining. I will put a link in the comments to the jewelry care kit. If you are interested, you can just click on it and buy it. It's $25. Oh, I forgot to tell you, it's $25 for the whole kit. So really easy. All right. Thanks again, you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.